Okay.
I remember what I got for the level up. There we go.
What did we
It's
level up?
definitely good.
Do you
Oh,
know
it
the
no, it was
page
from.
in the book, Nick, where the archetype is and where the two-weapon fighting thing is? Is two-weapon fighting a... Hold on.
The two
It
weapon
might be in
fighting
there.
is an ability.
Okay, I see it.
The archetype is wherever the archetypes are in the book.
I love my new ability.
Which is what? It's been a while, I don't remember.
Anatomical precision. When this
Oh, yeah,
character
yeah,
hits
yeah.
a living target with a melee attack, but the damage roll fails to exceed the target's armor, the target suffers D3 damage points instead of the damage rolled.
It's armor piercing.
Yep. I'm so happy I got that. I can do damage no matter what,
Yay!
even
So-
though it's only going to be 1 to 3 damage. But
So-
apparently 5 completely obliterated a dude, so I'm not really worried.
So being skilled gains you an additional attack during
Mhm.
activation phase if you chooses to attack that turn.
So wait, he's got like 3 or
Two-
4 attacks already?
Two-weapon fighting.
That's what we're trying to figure
When
out.
fighting with a one-handed weapon or pistol in each hand, the character gains an additional attack for the second weapon. Suffers minus
God.
2 on attack rolls with the second weapon while doing so.
There's an ability that makes you not suffer that, I think.
Yeah.
Dexterous.
Yep.
You should get that next. So you're just unstoppable.
Which of those did you start with? It says, additionally, the character begins the game with one of the following benefits. What did you take?
I started with untouchable.
Untouchable. Okay. I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's weird wording because it's like, is it just a third attack or gains a second? Here's another attack. I don't know.
Well, because I mean,
All right.
look at it this way: you get one attack normally.
Yeah.
The two-weapon fighting gives you another, penalized one with your offhand, and then being
Yeah.
skilled just gives you an additional attack. It doesn't call that a second attack. It calls it an additional attack.
Oh, all right.
So it's in addition to whatever else you've done. If you chose to attack.
Okay.
So you're just gonna be, two pistols just cracking off shots. I mean, the thing you have to remember though, is unless you have a repeating pistol, you're gonna have to reloading.
I do.
Reloading will limit
Yeah.
you,
I do have a repeating pistol.
or if you run out of ammo or whatever. Because I feel like the repeating pistol, you probably still have to reload. You'd probably take clips or something.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's like 5 shots.
Yeah. So probably you probably would never even have to reload in a combat really, unless it was really long and drawn out. But
Yeah.
if
Or
you're
if you kept
cracking off,
missing like I do.
yeah, if you're cracking off 3 shots a round,
Boom, boom, boom. That dude's dead. Reload.
yeah, you'll just have to keep track of your bullets and what gun and all that good stuff. So while Brittany is eating her snack, I guess we can
I mean, it's okay. I can. It's literally
quickly
just
visit back to the last session 2 weeks ago that I know Nick doesn't want to talk about.
This never happened.
So I feel like we should just rename the campaign to like the gang goes and like punches Corbin. Or,
Yeah, that's the
quest
whole
for
new
Corbin.
quest. Is we're
Yeah.
we're just
Well,
going
that's what I said,
after
yeah.
this.
That was it last
people
time.
for a bit, and but now. Mm-mm.
So yeah, last session I think is of all the sessions we've ever played together, I think that's probably the one where you guys really had it handed to you.
Yeah,
Or at least it
Admittedly,
felt that way at the
kinda-
end.
Yeah.
I felt defeated, utterly defeated.
That's why we don't talk about it. Nothing happened.
No combat or anything. Yep. So I guess we remember what happened then. I guess.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole session, right? Because we started out in Aurelia's. You guys just went to Corbin's, just trying to get information on how the people that are how the kidnappers are getting in and out of Blind Row. That's something that
And we got the
shouldn't be able
information.
to happen.
That's all that matters. We got the information.
Yep. Because as tightly controlled as the Blind Row is, and as tightly controlled as Madame, she has her hands and eyes and everything. It's kind of, it would seem impossible to, shuttle people, nonetheless, in and out. So you figured that was probably your best lead. Figure out how these people were getting in and out. You did get that information. There was some double crossing
Moral
and triple
defeat.
crossing and double triple agents, and in the end, you did get to kill a big fat
Someone.
gobber.
Jerk.
Didn't find his
Jabba
treasure.
the Gabba.
Yeah. It seems you were all had. You used like a fine fiddle. And you ended, having got the information you needed, which I think you learned that there is another organization operating within the Blind Row. Something that not even the Madame knows about. They work underground, both literally and figuratively, and have ways of getting things, people, whatever you want, contraband in and out of Blind Row. They do so by using tunnels that eventually lead to the port, and they use ships. And I think you learned that only happens, they're only able to get ships out once in a great while. While there's gaps in patrols, and there's not a lot of other merchant fleets out perhaps. So you think there's maybe a chance that the mistresses and clients that have been recently kidnapped are probably might be still in Blind Row. Maybe they haven't been shipped off to wherever. And the only clue you really got is that the entrance to kind of this organization's underground lair, whatever it is located within the Rose Gardens, which is kind of like, it's like a Central Park area of the Blind Row. I think you're told it was kind of in the untamed wild part of the park, or the Rose Gardens, but beyond that, you didn't get any other information. So you guys, I think it was about nighttime, we kind of wrapped up. You're heading back to Aurelia's to sleep for the night and try to put out of your mind what happened. Although I'm sure you're all having nightmares of Gorbin, who you thought was Horus, or Horus who was maybe Gorbin. You're not quite sure who's who. But maybe keeping that in the back of your mind for possible future revenge. As this campaign is now the quest for Gorbin, I guess.
He's gonna die.
We'll see. Maybe he got what he needed and he's just gone.
I will find him. I will
Hopefully.
search the end of the earth.
So, at this point, we'll say it's night. You guys get back to Aurelia without too much issue. I imagine it was kind of a solemn, quiet walk back to her place.
Defeated.
Yeah. It was, really a long walk too, long journey, kind of on opposite ends of the Blind Row. Going back to going back to the nicer district where her house is, her mansion, really is what it is. You're able to let in the doorman's still there. She has that one maid, I guess we'll call her, who works inside the house. Everything she keeps seems pretty simple. Aurelia's not there. You guys walk in silently. What do you guys want to do?
Go straight to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same for you, Alistair.
Oh man. Well. So we're all in agreement that nothing happened. This didn't happen. We got what we wanted.
Yep.
That's it.
By all accounts, we were successful.
Yeah.
Yep. Some fine teamwork.
It's worked. It worked out. It's no failure. We're done.
Yep.
It was a victory.
Hurrah!
Undoubtedly.
You're here.
We'll never talk about this again.
Agreed.
Today never happened.
Like, well, I'm gonna go take a piss.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing, champ.
No problem.
Okay, so you start going your separate ways. Just as you're kind of departing, to Alistair's going to use the bathroom or to go to bed or whatever. The maid kind of wanders in, and she looks at you guys looking kind of sad and dejected, and she says, "Oh, do any of you need anything? I didn't realize you were coming back so late."
Oh, no, we're sorry if we
I'm
disturbed
fine,
you.
thank
We're
you.
just gonna go to bed. Thank you.
She nods and says, "Okay." And then she turns to you, Alistair, and says, "Lady Aurelia, I believe she left a message for you in your bedroom. I don't believe she'll be returning for a few days."
Great. Checking up on me even when she's not even home. She's got a life.
She just kind of
thank you anyway.
smiles weakly, like she's not gonna, you don't know how to react to that. And you're not going to say anything bad about you or her master. So you put her in a pickle. She just quickly kind of turns and heads back to the back of the house. Okay. Alistair, you go to the bathroom. Are you eventually all just going to your separate bedrooms and calling it a night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The faster this day is over, the faster we can forget about it.
Yeah. Is there a mirror in the bathroom? There are mirrors in the bathrooms, right?
Yes.
That's how that works.
In a house like Aurelius, for sure.
Yeah. You could just be like washing his face in the sink and think about the day, and then
Mentally distraught.
Pointing at himself, "You're better than this. You're better than this."
and then
I'm a man.
and then he just like looks at himself, and then he slams his own face in the mirror.
Nice. Hard enough to break the mirror?
Yes.
Okay.
Hardcore, I like it.
Smash your mirror. Maybe it cuts you up a little bit.
Rolls a 1, loses an eye.
Campaign over. Critical hit. You severed an eye.
He's dead.
Okay. Mick.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're going to
What?
do something else.
What were you saying?
No, I was
Make
gonna
a roll for it.
go to Mick.
Oh,
You smash yourself up.
and then I was gonna go to Josephine's room,
Okay.
but Mick can have his time to sleep.
Yep.
Or
So Mick, you
his
head
head
to
guy.
your room. Your room's done up. Full turn down service. Everything's nice and clean. It seems Aurelia left a note for you as well. Kind of up on your little pillow, Mick. And it simply says, "Do not touch anything." Not is like severely underlined and like bolded.
Of course.
It's funny because
It's not addressed to you. It's not signed by her. That's just what it says.
I'm just gonna leave the note there. I'm not even gonna touch the note. I'm gonna sleep where I slept before, on the floor in front of the door.
Okay.
I'm
Josephine,
like a dog.
you head to your room again. Turn down service, very nice. Oddly though, you notice there are footprints on the floor in your bedroom. This is kind of polished stone, white. Just almost like everything in this house is white. Like dark, naked footprints.
Ruh-roh.
stares at him silently.
Alistair, you come to Josephine's room to whatever you're gonna do. She's just standing stock still in her doorway, staring at her room.
What the hell are you doing?
Why am I doing that, Mike?
I don't know. You tell me what you wanted to do.
I don't know.
Well, wouldn't I be standing in my room?
Well, yeah, in your room.
Yeah, I mean, I would have just been getting ready for bed.
Okay. Going to ignore the
Ignores-
footprints.
I'm just like standing in the middle of my room and just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alistair, Josephine's in her room.
Just catch her like mid undress.
Why would you have shut the door behind you?
room whenever I can reach.
I don't know. Just free, would you shut the door behind you?
No, it's fine.
Like, nah.
Just pretend that you knocked.
Okay.
Come in.
Yeah. Like I need permission to into the room, but whatever.
Oh, hi, Alistair. What do you want?
Well, something that's been bothering me ever since you told us that Tack was that you Tack it was Wraithborn,
Oh? What's that?
and I kept thinking, why did she tell you that? I mean, I knew that she had something to hide, and somebody like her wouldn't have told anybody. But why did she tell you?
She didn't tell me. I already knew. I just told her that I knew her secret already. And that made her a little bit more willing to talk to me.
Now, see, that doesn't make any sense. See, she would deny it. I would, if I was her, I would deny. I wouldn't
Sure.
I wouldn't trust anybody.
Well, I guess maybe she thought it was too late for that. I mean, the mistress. Wait, shit. What's her name? I don't care. Is it the madame? Thank you. I always want to call her the mistress.
Well, she is the mistress.
I know she's like the mistress.
Yes.
Why she has her own title.
She's special.
And anyways, well, I mean that the madame already knew, which is why I knew. I guess she figured, if it's coming straight from the madame, it would be foolish to refute it. Can't imagine the madame much appreciates being called a liar.
How would the madame know that? Madame doesn't even know that there's a secret organization operating in her own city. She
She's a
doesn't
little
have
troublesome, don't you think?
very.
For all that I keep hearing about her legendary influence and how tightly she keeps things controlled, I'm surprised that something like this was left unattended for so long and an unknown.
I have a problem with just about everything in this city.
You're telling me.
But so what'd you guys talk about then?
Mostly what she was going to do next. So you can imagine the discovery that her employer knew her secret didn't sit very well with her. She obviously has gone to great lengths to hide it. And now that so many people in her mind, seem to know, she wasn't sure whether fleeing the city would ultimately help or if it would just put more of a target on her back, since now she'd be hunted and in unfamiliar areas. Ultimately, I just offered her what little help I could, and I said that she could call on me if she needed to, but I don't know what she's going to do.
Very noble of you.
I shrugged my shoulders.
But there's one thing left.
Mm-hmm.
That attack the other night. So you said that this group is going after Wraithborn. That's that's all the connections between all the abductees. But they were going after Aurelia. She's no Wraithborn.
I shrugged my shoulders. Again. Well, the Madame told me that was the connecting factor. That these people were just going after the Wraithborn. I mean, we've made some progress in that we know how they're smuggling people out of the city, but I mean, who knows if that's really the only connecting factor.
See what I think? I think that they have a way to detect Wraithborn within the city, but not specifically who. They can detect a Wraithborn within a house or so, but not who in the house is. That would make sense. They're going after the wrong person.
Would it though? I mean, Tack lives in a house with many other people, and they managed to single her out successfully.
Does she?
Yeah, because when we visited Tack, she
has her own place, like a lot of them do, but when she was attacked, she was at work. She was in one of the larger mansions because the two gobbers came to save her.
Yeah, so she was with a lot of other people at the time. So, with so many other people with her, I mean, they must have some way of distinguishing it down to the person. I can't imagine it would be very lucrative to them to be constantly kidnapping the wrong people or wasting extra time, trying to find out if they picked the right person in the room.
I suppose.
In any case, hopefully once we trace down some of these leads, we might have more information.
Well, we weren't tasked to stop these abductions. We were just tasked to find out who's behind them. But the least we can do is check it out tomorrow.
Agreed.
And then we can go see the madam and get some reinforcements. Have them do the dirty work since they're not so keen on helping out anyway.
Seems fair to me.
Oh. Get plenty of rest. Sure, it should be fun tomorrow.
Strange idea of fun. Have a good night.
I'll leave.
Yeah. So is that it for the three of you for the night?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go to sleep.
What did my note say?
Oh, your note pretty much said, thanks for
Keep
coming.
an eye on the gobber.
Yeah, thanks for coming, looking out for me. I'm staying with some other friends outside of Blind Road. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna, kind of stay, lay low for a few days. She'll check back in like via messenger or something to see how things are going. Not to worry about her. Make sure you keep an eye on the gobber. And to stay safe.
I'm not his keeper.
As far as she's concerned.
Yeah, you are now.
Whatever. Let's go to bed now.
Yeah. You go down for the night. You sleep as well as you do, however that may be.
Nightmares.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's really kind of up to you guys. Nothing crazy happens during night. Morning comes without issue. No other midnight attacks or anything like that.
Yay.
Sun rises. Who gets up early? Anybody?
Well, I
You guys-
imagine Mick.
I
does
imagine
to
I
work.
would.
Okay, yeah, Josephine probably. You're probably used to the duty of getting up when the sun comes up and.
Alistair sleeps in late.
Okay, yeah, I think that all makes sense. Mick, you said you were up early too.
Oh yeah, because he has to take that train to his work, which I'm sure would take a while.
Okay.
So I'm sure he is in the habit of waking up
Okay,
early.
gotcha. I'm like, so you're leaving? To go
No,
to
no,
work?
no.
Okay, I gotcha.
Go to work now.
I mean, I guess it's fine. You can be kind of out of the session then, I guess, but.
No, he's in the
I got you.
habit.
No, I got you. Yeah, both. Yeah, you get up at the crack of dawn. Josephine is used to that, rigid order. Alistair, yeah, it all makes sense. Alistair does whatever he wants. He gets up when he feels like it. Works as late as he wants to. And okay, so you two wake up early, kind of probably at dawn or so. Get dressed, kind of clean up however we want to do things. The maid who I have yet to give a name to, but
Made
no,
one.
none of you have asked it, so she has prepared a light breakfast. Just so kind of in the midst of kind of finishing it up as you guys kind of wander out. And she's kind of staging it in the sitting area. She's got some trays of some teas and some biscuits and stuff kind of going out in the sitting area.
Give me a biscuit.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'll assume you guys you go and you sit down and just kind of start eating.
Yeah.
The maid, she kind of like greets you guys kind of quietly and says you can eat your fill. I'll make whatever you guys need. Any special requests, just let me know. As you start digging into your biscuit, Mick, she pulls out like a napkin and she walks over and she gingerly places it on your lap and she kind of gives you a little half smile. She says, "It's Lady Aurelia's orders, sorry." And she takes back out of the room.
Give him a fucking bib.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
That's wonderful.
Okay. Did you guys want to do anything other than just kind of sit there, eat? You guys
No, we're just honestly, I'm relaxing.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
eat-
enjoying the fact that I'm staying at a wealthy person's house and
Yeah.
the food's good.
This is the best time Mick has ever had. He's
Yeah, you're
enjoying
both a little
every-
bit out of your element. Mick's used to just the slums, getting Mick gets food at work. They best part of his payment is kind of food, room and board. But it's here's a cup of gruel, in the morning. Here's another one at night. Here's hard biscuit, at dinner time. Maybe a cup of water. Josephine, you're used to better conditions, but it's still you're going to
Plain.
it's a military kind of lunch thing. You're probably used to eating in a dining hall if you're in the barracks with a bunch of dozens of other soldiers eating the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Or rations if you're out in the field most often. So you two are just living it up. Alistair, he's had a taste of this life. His life is a little bit more resplendent than the rest of you anyway, I think. He has a little bit more money coming his way, I guess. A little less responsibility. How late are you sleeping in, Alistair?
What time does everybody get? What time did everybody
Crack
get
of
up?
dawn.
They both kind of got up with the sun. Sun came up, roosters crowed. They
6
kind of
a.m.?
they got up and
You're like, yep, this is it.
Oh, yeah, I sleep till like noon.
okay. So the two of you are eating breakfast. There's no sign of Alistair. You eat your fill, you drink your fill. She brings you out different teas, and you got water. She'll even offer you like an ale or something alcoholic if you want it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're drinking to forget. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, start with a little morning ale.
Starting.
The two of you just going to wait for Alistair to get up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't know him that well, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wake this dude
no,
up.
that's fine.
I ain't waking him up after what happened yesterday. I don't want to get stabbed.
Yeah, the maid is within earshot. As you guys are you're discussing that out. I'll say, and she just kind of just nods and stifles a little laugh and says, "Yes, the Master Alistair always likes to sleep in a lot when he's here. It's best not
you
to
should
disturb
eat his
him."
share then.
What's that?
Leave him be.
Then you should eat his share then. Sit down at the table with us.
Oh yes, do it. Yes.
She looks at you and she has this look of like she looks mortified. Yeah,
No.
I couldn't do that. I have you don't worry about me. I have food all I want just as well. Later Aurelia, she may be peculiar about how she keeps her house, but in particular, but she treats me well.
Okay. I just feel a little bad, like eating while you.
I'm sure she still eats better than
Wait.
you.
No, but I just feel awkward having someone like wait
Yes.
on me like this.
Yep. Yeah. So there's the awkward feeling still there, but yeah, don't have to worry about her. She's well taken care, and she leads you to your private breakfast. So you guys eat your fill. She brings you refills if you want it on your drinks, and the hours are just going by. No Alistair. Maid comes through a couple times. She's kind of cleaning. She's doing some little stuff. She's not having a whole lot going on either. Eventually, it's about noon. Alistair, you wake up.
Goes back to sleep.
Loungers in bed for an hour or two. Like, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, what a wonderful morning to go back to sleep.
He rolls over.
that.
Today.
Not that lazy.
He's just used to a much more unstructured way of things. Where, Josephine and Mick, you're both on a tight schedule, for very different reasons, but everything's very structured for you two. You're told when to get to work, you're told when to eat, when to leave, when to sleep. Alistair's he does whatever he wants, when he wants.
Yeah. And he's usually working late too anyway, so.
Yep, I imagine. Probably a little bit more of a night worker than morning.
I just roll out of bed and head downstairs. See what's for food.
What's for food?
So eventually about noon, you guys see Alistair tromp down the stairs. Wicked, probably, just bedhead, just have his hairs across his face.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
You look standard beauty, don't you?
Come down, I imagine you probably just, you correct me if I'm wrong, but you probably just head right to the kitchen, help yourself to whatever is on the counter.
Yeah.
Kind of like not really. There are some, maybe rudimentary kind of fridge type things, but this was like modern days. You'd be like, just open up the fridge, help yourself. Kind of treat this as your second home. The maid, she gives you like a little nod and like a quiet greeting, but she knows not to poke you too much in the morning.
One of my life goals is to definitely piss Aurelia off. It's just too easy. It's too much fun. just get on her nerves.
That is not in Mick Annick's wish list, not his bucket list.
I imagine each time Alistair stays over, with his sister, like he leaves like a very, just a mess in one area of the house, just very strategically disarrayed. Or he goes and like takes the chairs and turns them like a quarter turn, out of the furniture, shifts them like a foot to each side.
Just
Rearranges
just
the books
stacks-
and
Just stacks the chairs up.
the table upside down, whatever.
You know, the first time she walks in that room and she sees those chairs, she's just like, Alistair.
Just like every painting, just like slightly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that
Little
would,
stuff. Yeah,
oh,
little
that
things.
would upset me.
Okay, so you get your food, your beverages, whatever you want. Josephine and Mick are just lounging out in kind of the common area.
Yeah, I'm not sitting on the couch though. I'm like sprawled out on the floor.
They may be a few
So,
ales deep already.
Sit down with these two. I don't know. These two fucks.
Fuck you too, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not my type.
Thank God for that.
You enjoying the life of luxury? I'm sure this is more than you usually get.
I won't argue with you there. Being a cog is not exactly glamorous. So that's very shocking to hear.
Can you believe this isn't even the nicest house on Blind Row?
What?
Actually,
Mick,
yes.
Mick like springs up like what?
I mean, I've been to the Madame's house. Was it her house?
Yeah. Yep. Kind of where she stays.
That
You would,
statement
yeah.
stands.
None of you have
That's not
seen
even-
any more than just a fraction of her place.
That's not even fair, though. Of course you'd have the nicest place.
She essentially
Well,
has like a
you're
castle.
What I believe this isn't even the nicest house in Blind Row. So, I mean, like, you could have quantified it a little more, I guess. As I, like, finished my drink.
Just roll my eyes at you fucking
That isn't the Madame's house. That's her
smart
summer
ass.
home.
This is where
I think this is the perfect like day after having what happened the night before to you guys. Two of you are like already a couple drinks in at noon. Alistair just wakes up at noon. He's just grumpy.
we don't talk about it. Like I said,
No,
nothing happened.
no one's talked
But
about it.
what?
Come on.
We won.
Eat the
It was
spaghetti,
a good
forget
day.
You regretty.
Anyway, are we all ready for the day's activities?
Are you?
I will be in a little bit.
Well, I'll be ready when you are.
Yeah, sounds
Falls
about
back.
right.
Lays back down on the ground.
I always figured you were part dog.
Woof. At least I don't hump your leg.
But thanks for that image.
Ever fucking say that again. The last thing you say. The
Don't
last
call me a dog again.
You were the one laying on the floor.
I was told not to touch anything.
She's harmless
I don't believe you.
when there's nothing around to throw at you.
You just gotta make
Which is
sure
usually never-
there's no weapons in reach.
I mean, not even weapons, like just anything. She just pick up a bottle and throw it at you. That was an awkward weekend. Just they're throwing stuff at me.
That would have been a great sight to see.
Yeah, and you know, every time that you get Aurelia to that point where she starts just into a blind range or chucking stuff at her, or chucking stuff at you, it gets her in a worse mood because she's making a mess and she can't stop herself. So it's just this vicious spiral. So she throws a bottle, it breaks. She gets mad, at the mess, and it's just, once you get to that point, it's just kind of supernova.
It's like, look what you made me do.
Yeah. And that's when, like, the week of, like, the silent treatment follows. And that's when
Yeah.
you two part ways for another couple weeks before you see each other again. That's the
That's why I only
relationship.
see her every other every other week.
Yeah, I imagine you two can only take each other in small doses. All right, so what do you guys
Fine.
want to do? Say it's like kind of like a 1:30-ish in the afternoon equivalent at this point.
Well, if Alistair's ready, I guess we might as well head out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our keep.
I think. Yeah, I don't think we need to bring anything.
Got a pocket biscuit or two.
I wouldn't even know what to bring.
I'll
What
bring
do
a biscuit.
What do you bring when you infiltrate a secret underground base?
A biscuit.
Weapons, maybe?
We got weapons.
Well, just make sure you bring them then.
The sad.
As I finish yet another drink.
Yeah, Josephine gets even saucier when she drinks.
Yeah, every time I'm drinking with her, yes.
You know you're supposed to get shit faced after the mission, right?
Where's the fun in that?
Exactly. Thank you, Mick.
I got you.
I don't know, Alistair, you're slowly becoming outnumbered here.
I was
Sounds like
already outnumbered.
Literally hours, and we're just sort of stuck in this house. I mean, not that it's a problem.
Yeah, there are worse places you could be stuck.
Hey.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's just go.
I assume your destination is to check out the Rose Garden, see what you can figure out.
Yep.
As soon as Alistair, as soon as you heard the name Rose Garden, as you were talking to whoever the gobber was about it, you knew immediately what he was talking about. It'd be like someone in New York saying Central Park or the park. Like it's there's not like a dozen Rose Gardens. This is like capital letters kind of thing. It's not too far from Aurelia's house. It's in the nicer side of Blind Row. It's probably maybe a half-hour walk from Aurelia's house, a little bit north. And this is essentially just acres of just rose gardens and nice tall trees and pathways to walk through. Very romantic. Benches, the whole lot.
I might as well bring a bottle too.
One
That's
for
so
the road. We're going questing. Alistair, make sure you get your weapons. The doorman. So you guys, get your things together, whatever. Alistair gets dressed, does his hair, gets his weapons. You guys head out. The doorman sees you leave and says, "Oh, Master Alistair, do you require any sort of transportation today?"
No, thank you. We'll be enjoying this fine day. We walk to the gardens.
Oh, very well. Very well. Yes, should be a nice, beautiful day for that. Enjoy.
We will. Take care.
Yeah, he nods and so you guys wander off, take a nice stroll uptown. Do you want to skip right to the Rose Gardens?
She's Josephine's sightseeing right now on the way.
Hey guys,
Josephine-
I'm not from here, okay?
Josephine's sightseeing. Mick Annick is still having a bottle, drinking it on the way.
Oh,
Munching
jeez.
on a biscuit.
That's like a normal group at Disneyland.
This is definitely going to go better than last night for sure.
Hopefully.
Today is gonna be a good day. I can feel it.
These jackasses better have something worth taking. Recoup our losses.
What losses? Nothing happened last night. There were no losses.
Yeah, we got information. We got a plus.
I'm losing money the more I'm here.
It's true. Okay, so you guys, you make it to the Rose Gardens. Mick, you brought a drink with you, so that didn't help you sobering you up at all. Josephine, I don't know what your status is, but Alistair,
I'm
you
sober enough to recognize that we
Okay.
do actually have some work to do.
okay. You put your business face on.
Yeah.
You get to the Rose Garden. It is close to 2:30, 3 o'clock kind of time, kind of mid afternoon. It is a nice day out. It's sunny, really mild. And I mean, the Rose Gardens is it's packed. There's just people wandering all over the place. The rich types, a lot of escort type dates going on. You would imagine, a lot of couples. There's a lot of the Rose Gardens, like there's parts where it's almost almost like a maze, not like where you get lost, but just lots of different paths and tunnels through the Rose Garden. And then there's spots where like beautifully sculpted bushes into the shape of animals and people and things and that kind of stuff. There's statues and bird bath. I mean, this is a whole thing.
A bird bath? You mean a mechanic bath?
Oh God.
Yes, some fountains. It's very nice, very well kept.
I'm leaving you behind if you jump in that fountain. Jump in the bird bath.
I don't think
Sorry.
I can reach you.
Start cleaning yourself off.
No, I'm not jumping in one. You're funny.
So what did they say before we were going? Just
The Rose
Is there a
Garden is somewhere
specific
underground.
is there a specific spot or just in the Rose Garden?
The only other additional piece of information you gathered or were given it was in the entrance is in the untamed area of the gardens.
Untamed.
Let loose to grow.
Make me a lore check, Alistair, and tell me, have you ever been to the Rose Gardens in Blind Row?
Probably.
Okay.
I would say I've been pretty
On one of
much
his
everywhere.
many dates.
Okay.
With elf men.
We don't talk about that.
What Alistair does on his weekends in Blind Row is none of your business.
Yeah, we don't want to know.
No.
That was a calm way. Don't talk about that.
You know that, as much as the Rose Gardens look, almost very artificial, the way they're sculpted and just very well maintained, it was actually a wild garden at one point. And you know that it hasn't been fully taken care of or, sculpted at this point. So, it makes sense that there is an area of the Rose Gardens that is still just kind of wild forest kind of stuff, brambles and things, but not really sure where it is. It's a big place.
Can I talk to someone near us? Some random person?
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Do either of you two want to stop him? Mix wandering off from the group.
Do
No, I mean I'm not
That's
from
fine.
here. I don't know where he's going. Maybe there's a point to this.
maybe he'll get beaten up. It'll be funny.
Mick, the nearest person to you, actually there's a couple sitting on a nice bench near the entrance. You guys have just walked in and realized that you're not quite sure where to go. They're the closest people to you. It's a pair of trollkin. They seem
All right.
they're holding hands, not paying any attention to you.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "Excuse me, sir and ma'am. We are looking for the what was it called again?
The Untamed section.
Untamed. Oh, what is alright. The untamed part of the Rose Gardens.
They
No.
both look up at you and they kind of like grunt and like look at you and they kind of stare you up and down. And one says, "And just which one of us you think is the woman?" The other one says in another distinctly male voice, "Yeah, which one is it?"
Yes, I was hoping that. Thank you. You made my day.
Oh man.
Someone's got to be the pitcher and someone's got to be the catcher.
You gonna say that to them?
I mean, I'm drunk.
Roll me a
Oh no!
roll me a negotiation. Since we're using that as our universal kind of persuasion social interaction roll for general things. Who's making that tappy
man.
squeaky noise?
I'm tapping things on my keyboard.
Yep, that's you.
Probably me.
Yep.
Negotiation.
Roll it.
Yes,
Distracting, I can
negotiation.
stop.
There it is. I'm gonna boost this, honestly.
I believe in you. Not really.
Boost it.
I was like, why? Why do you believe
15.
in him?
Both its trollkin, they kind of stare at you, and the one goes. Elzone, you're a funny little fellow, aren't you?
I mean,
And the other one kind of points his hand on the kind of like waves. He's like, "Come over here." He passes the bench next
Oh
to him.
jeez. Oh,
sit
jeez.
down on the bench next to him. These friendly guys.
We're just like we're just watching this happen.
Yeah.
You sit down, and these trollkin, you've seen it, you know what trollkin is. I mean, you interacted with one not too long ago. And these are like 6 to 7 foot creatures.
And I'm like
yeah.
super tiny.
You sit down, and he looks at you and he goes, no, right here, little guy. He pats his lap.
I'm drunk. I'm sitting on his lap.
God.
You sit on his lap, and he starts like bouncing his knee, like you're a child. What do they call you, little gobber?
My name's Mick.
Oh my god.
Ah, what a fine name. What a fine gobber.
Thank you.
You got any plans the rest of the day?
Unfortunately, I do.
Oh no.
I don't suppose they involve a pair of trollkin, do they?
Oh jeez.
They might later today.
Oh.
Should we let this continue?
Yes. I'm doing nothing.
I just imagine we're just like across the pathway, just
Yep.
like watching this happen.
Like staring like what?
Just standing, just staring at them.
Why are they not beating him up? What's happening?
Why are they propositioning him?
I don't know.
Why does it have to be later today? What's wrong with now? It's my favorite kind of time.
Well, you see, I am with my friends, and like I said, we're kind of exploring, just seeing the sights. And we were looking for the can't remember it again. I need to write this down.
The untamed section.
I keep wanting to say unkempt.
You can say whatever
Pretty
you
much the
want.
same. It was the same thing.
The untamed section of this area. Just to see the sights. I want to see what it looks like, and all that. But later tonight I might be free.
The other one who's the one you're not sitting on kind of leans and looks at you and goes, "Oh, we can show you the untamed section, all right."
Oh Jesus!
I was waiting for that.
I know, right?
I kind of figured. As much as I would love to see that, I mean the untamed section of the rose gardens, my friend.
You can go wherever you like, little friend.
Oh,
All of these guys.
oh no!
Tell you what, you give me your names. You tell me where this is, and I'll come find you later.
All right, fair enough. I mean, there's not really any pens or anything to write in, really. One of them bends down and he kind of rubs his finger in the dirt. He starts like trying to like write on your arm. Not really working.
Okay.
He goes, you know what? You just later tonight, you come find us at the Blind Mare. There's a pub down the way. We got a room there.
Will do.
He goes, all right.
Wow.
That's actually I don't know why you want to go there, but the messy area, the Rose Gardens, they haven't quite finished yet. That's up, northeast end.
Northeast? All right, thank you very much.
He goes, all right, nice meeting you, Mick. We'll see you later. Up you go. And he kind of
Nice meeting you too.
kind of like shoves his knee up and kind of like launches you like up into the path. And they kind of like laugh.
I'm gonna turn back, wave, and say it was nice meeting you too. I'll see you later.
One waves, the other winks.
I'm gonna walk back to them and whisper, "I can never come back here."
I just stare at him. I have lost all words.
Well, it's northeast. Let's go, guys.
I don't even know you anymore, Mick. Granted, I mean, I never really knew you to begin with, but like...
Mick, you hear one of the Trollkin yell after, as you guys start wandering, he yells after you, "Hey, and for the right price, your two friends can come too. More the merrier." The other one goes, "Ha ha ha."
Thanks for the info. Guys, let's go quick, please.
I feel kind of insulted. Like, what do they mean for the right price? I'm a catch.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
You can have that conversation with them later.
Not like, no, but... No.
Just like look at her, just like, eh. Just whatever.
I wasn't asking you.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It sounds to me like you guys have dinner plans later.
I take a moment to, like, ponder that.
Oh, we got dinner plans.
Is it wrong that I'm curious about that now?
I'm so...
Curious about what?
we have to go back.
A gobber and a trollkin.
Yeah, 2 Trollkins. They might kill you.
Whatever happens, it's not going to be pleasant for you, I don't think. But who knows?
Oh,
So, you guys just gonna meander kind of to the northeast
yes.
direction?
Just go in
Kinda
that direction.
Figure you just walk as far as you can, going northeast.
I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's completely different from what's normally
yeah,
there.
clearly. So you wander along. It's decent crowds, people wandering back and forth, and there's some people selling food and stuff. It's you guys get to. It takes you about say 45 minutes to kind of wander through, get towards the northeast corner of the Rose Gardens. Yeah, it is very clear. The Rose Gardens just kind of end. There's a nice manicured wall, and beyond it, you can see that's just kind of tall forest. You can see some vines starting to creep over like the nice trimmed bushes.
Ooh. We did it.
Well, I guess this is
Well, I mean,
it.
like, part of it, but,
Let's split up, gang, and spread out and try to find something that looks weird and
Yeah, it's
I really
weird.
don't want to be alone with those trollkins somewhere around.
You left them
They're all
far
the way-
behind.
far away from them.
they're
Yeah.
all the way on the other side.
They could have followed. Who knows?
Yeah, unless they're hiding, they're watching you. It's pretty hard to sneak around as a trollkin.
Oh, I would
Not
imagine.
impossible.
Not
Sweetie,
impossible.
Swooty, I'm coming for that booty.
They boosted their stealth rolls.
Oh man.
Okay. So is that what the
Well,
other two you guys want to do? Spread out, split
Either
up.
way, I'm sticking with Josephine.
Well, not like split up, but just like kind of like fan out.
Okay. Maybe stay within sight of each other, or at least earshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems safe considering what we're hoping to run into.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is kind of you've gone as far as the information you got. Got you. You're in the kind of the rugged kind of foresty area, but you don't know what you're looking for. You kind of have to kind of push your way through the hedge of the rose garden before you kind of find yourself in this It's I say forest, but it's really mostly kind of just tall shrubs and brambles and that kind of thing. It's not like
So-
towering trees overhead or anything. There are some trees around, but
So this terrain
Mhm.
is pretty much taller than what I am. So that would
absolutely.
be considered like concealment then, right?
concealment from what? Yeah, I mean,
Well, if I'm sneaking, I do have the prowl skill, which says I'm virtually invisible
yeah.
while
okay.
in shadows or in terrain that grants a degree of concealment.
Oh yeah, I think I also have prowl.
I'm doing that throughout this entire thing.
Okay. Mick uses his small stature to remain unhidden, or remain hidden. And Josephine uses her training and technical expertise. Alistair proudly struts through the forest like he owns it. Okay, I want each of you to roll me investigation, maybe, or I mean, well, let me ask you this, guys: what are each of you kind of looking for as you're wandering around? Looking
Find
at.
the humans, like people walking around.
Okay, so Josephine's looking for any sign of people.
Um,
Whatever.
Yay!
I guess since Mick's close to the ground, I guess I'd be looking for like footprints or like sets
Okay.
of footprints or something.
Perfect. Alistair, how are you going about your search?
Investigation.
Something like part of like the landscape looks like off. That looks like that it would conceal something or
I gotcha.
not quite right.
Okay, so Josephine, roll me. Detection. Mick, roll me tracking.
Oh, okay, tracking.
Alistair, roll me detection as well.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
I'm gonna boost it.
Okay.
Detection.
Detection. Okay. Mick, I mean, you're low to the ground. Maybe you're focusing more on being invisible, that you don't, find much.
Probably, yeah.
You're looking for trash sign of, people, things, something, moving around. You don't find that. The ground's fairly well covered, vines, leaves. Like, this is just thick undergrowth. You guys are like pushing pawn your way through. Josephine, you don't, you can hear sounds from the rose garden, to the south of you, but beyond that, you don't see or hear anyone. There's some like birds and stuff, but you don't get the sense that this is a well-traveled area. I mean, it really looks like untamed wilderness.
Huh. Hold on.
Alistair, everything looks reasonably the same. However, you do notice one area that you happen to pass by. Like I said, this is kind of part of the rose garden, so there are a lot of rose bushes and other things like that. You notice one group of rose bushes that seem to be completely devoid of roses, of flowers. Like just this whole part of the forest looks kind of the same, colorful, vibrant, and then there's just this area of bushes that just there's no roses. It kind of sticks out and it's kind of in its blandness, really.
We'll investigate that further.
Okay.
Carefully.
Do you alert
into
the other
it.
two? Or is this just something like, a little weird, I'll just kind of look at it further first?
Yeah, I'll just see if it's something.
Okay. So while he's doing that, you two can re-roll those rolls if you'd like. You did before. Alistair, roll me an investigation.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm too focused on
I
trying to stay
can't.
invisible.
I can't fucking even.
No, my mind sidetracked by the wonderful Trokin.
You can't get that awkward encounter out of your mind. Alistair, you don't find any secret entrance, anything like that. The only thing you garner further is that this rose bush is missing its roses because they've all been neatly trimmed off. You can see cut ends. All the rose heads have been cut off. This is it's a fairly large area. It might have been 50, 100 roses there easily, if not even more, that have been trimmed off, which is strange. Josephine, you look around a little bit further. Again, you're still kind of looking for people. You don't see people, any creatures. You do start to kind of, as you look more, you get a feel that maybe people have passed through. You see areas where maybe the undergrowth is kind of unusually a little bit more sparse. Where there's clearly not like a path, but it's maybe people have walked through there enough to start to kind of break things up a little bit.
Okay.
And that kind of feeling has got you a little bit closer to where Alistair's is, and he's kind of just wandering around this one rose bush without its roses, just scratching his head. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm gonna point that out at least. Like, hey guys, like the undergrowth looks like a little bit sparser here. Like, I wonder if people have been kind of coming through this way.
Yep. Mick's still just like on his hands and knees, like, no tracks, still no tracks. No.
Oh, Penny, hell yeah.
Sweet.
A bottle cap for my bottle cap collection.
Oh, dude, yes.
Nice.
A piece of string. Awesome.
Anyway. So what are we doing?
Both you and Josephine are kind of near this bush. Mick's just crawling around nearby. I mean,
I'm gonna call Mick over.
Yeah, Alistair, if you want to give me a little bit more detail on how you're going up, trying to figure things out here, you can do new rules, but
So she called me over.
okay, sure.
Well, I guess to just try to is it just like one big bush, or is it just like a bunch of bushes?
We'll call it kind of one big bush.
Try to part the leaves and see if I can see through it. I guess.
Okay.
See if there's any way to move through it or something.
Roll me a perception or investigation, whatever floats your boat. And watch out for thorns.
Fuck! It's just... What the hell?
It's a 4. It's a 4-2. I mean, that's not 4-2 plus 4.
I have a +4. What the
I know.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that 8 was a 3 and a 1. That's not good.
This is worse. This is worse than D&D. I swear to God. With my rolls.
The only other additional information I'll give you off that roll is that not only has this rose bush lost all its roses, clipped off at the head, all the thorns have been removed as well.
Oh, so that's definitely something.
So am I over there now?
You guys are over there standing. Alistair just kind of starts pawing, trying to look inside. Didn't see anything. It's kind of too dark and.
I'm gonna just walk into the bush.
Okay.
I'm just walking in, just moving leaves, walking in.
Okay, you're small. You start just in a matter of seconds. Mick has just disappeared into this viney kind of barky bush. Mick, are you doing anything specifically, or are you just tunneling in?
Mainly just tumbling in, just going in nonchalantly, it's just a bush, dude.
Okay.
Okay. I will be back in 2 seconds.
Okay. Mick, roll me just a straight 2d6.
A 2d6?
Yep. It's just straight roll, no bonuses. This is essentially a luck roll. Okay. You start pushing
That's
through.
pretty decent.
You kick something solid. You look down and you see a wooden chest. Size of maybe a small toolbox kind of thing. A shoebox, we'll say. A shoebox. I wouldn't just. Can't see much detail because you're in the middle of a bush, but that's what you kicked.
Yeah, I
It's a
was,
wooden box.
gonna. How heavy is it? Can I like drag it out?
You resound it. It's got some weight to it, but it's not anything that you couldn't manage.
All right, I'm gonna bring that out, plop that on the floor, and just open that baby up.
Okay.
So everyone else can see it.
You drag the box out. It is, it's a kind of a rough, well-worn box. It's got a single hinge to it, a clasp, not locked or anything. Did you say you wanted to open it?
Yes.
You open it inside, just a bare box. Inside are 12 glass vials, kind of lined up inside. And on the roof of the bottom of the top, of the lid. The bottom of the lid is scrawled into, with charcoal. Scrawled into it is written, "Drink this, and you shall be escorted into the presence of greatness."
He's drunk. He's drinking one.
Vague and ominous. Awesome.
Okay, so Mick just
Mick
pulls one
is
out.
drinking the
Okay.
drugged drink.
You pull out a vial. At first glance, just looking into the box, they all look the same. So you just grab one, pull off the top, and shoot it back. I mean, it's no more than like a shot worth of liquid. It's pretty smooth. It's kind of got like a menthol kind of feel to it. And it kind of cools and tingles as it goes down. It feels kind of nice. And then Mick passes out. Just face plants right in the dirt.
Sure, Alistair's just sitting there like hee 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 hee.
Also, you see him drink. He's like, not too bad. And then just, poof, I'm like, matter of a couple seconds, just face plants. You don't know. You don't know if he's dead, alive. He's not moving.
Oh my god, what happened?
He's dead.
Only
Mick,
for 2 minutes.
I know. Mick crawled into the bush, found a wooden
Found a
box,
box.
pulled it back out. Inside were 12 vials.
I-
On the bottom of the lid in the box read something of the sort that said, drink this and you will be escorted into the presence of greatness." Mick immediately grabs a vial, uncorks it, drinks it, and about a second and a half just face plants into the dirt.
Okay.
He's not moving at this point.
Oh my god.
Wonder if somebody's gonna come get him now.
I have no idea. I feel like that's not how potions work. I like roll Mick over.
Roll him over. Do you want to examine him to make sure he's alive, or you
Yeah.
just?
Is he breathing?
He's breathing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he still seems to be alive.
Okay. That's good.
He didn't wake up or respond when you rolled him over, though.
That's bad.
Well, if I was a weirdo who used stuff like this, I'd have them drink it, and then when they're all passed out, we have our, lackeys go and bring them back.
But goddamn, like, why would you drink it?
Have you met Mick
Told
before?
you, he's a dumbass.
It was like a rhetorical question. Like, I think
No.
we all know what Nick is like, but like, fuck, man, why? I like
It's
nudge him a bit.
That
It was
is the
funny.
eternal question.
Why?
Why, Mick? Why? Alright, so you guys got an unconscious Gobber in the middle of this untamed kind of rose garden area.
I think we should put the box down and then go hide and wait to see if somebody comes and gets him.
Solid choice. I'm gonna just take one of the vials.
Okay.
Just to,
Okay. Pocket
I'm
one.
gonna do 2 actually.
Okay,
But then if you
two.
take it and they see that it's gone, and then there's somebody not there.
Oh fuck, you're right. I put it back.
Okay, you put it
And then-
back. Okay. You guys just want to hide. I'll assume you guys want to hide somewhere nearby where you can still see Mick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not terribly difficult. Like this is, like I said, very dense undergrowth. You can just plop yourself in some kind of bush, cover yourself in vines, and be fairly well hidden. At this point, it is like late evening. You got a couple hours before nightfall. You didn't have a whole lot of day to work with, being with how late Alistar slept. But so you hunker down nearby and wait. Just offhand, how long are you two willing to wait?
Half
As
an
long as
hour.
long as it takes.
Okay, as long as it takes.
Alright.
8 days.
Hope he doesn't die while we're sitting here.
No, this is I don't want to say okay, so you've waited such and such time. If you're like, no, I wouldn't wait that long.
If he wakes up,
Okay.
then we're move on.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you verified that he's still alive. It didn't kill him, at least not right away.
Oh well.
So you leave everything else the way it was, and you hide nearby. About nightfall, well, as soon as it starts to get really dark, neither of you can see in the dark because you're both humans.
Yep.
It starts getting dark. You start losing vision, and out here, beyond the actual rose garden, in the untamed area, it's awful dark. There are torches and lampposts inside the actual rose garden, but you're getting just barely a whisper of that over, like, the wall. Not really helping you too much. You can see that light, but it's not helping you see what you're looking at. So Mick starts slowly fading into darkness.
Oh shit.
Roll me perception checks. And this is like just as it starts getting dark. Just to the point where you can't really see much. Or detection, rather. Whatever.
Do what you do.
13.
Nope.
13, 9. Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
No, 13 is good. Yeah, 9's... Alistar, you hear from... from the north end. Kind of further away from the actual rose garden. You hear movement. You hear something or some things moving through the undergrowth. It's really hard to kind of walk through this area without being noisy. You hear footsteps. Definitely more than one. Other than that, you can't pinpoint it. You can kind of hear where they're coming from, and it's definitely more than one. But beyond that. You want to continue to wait?
I guess.
Okay.
This is a bad idea. I didn't realize it was gonna get dark, really dark.
The sounds get closer. The footsteps are clearly approaching you as they're kind of scraping through the undergrowth, pushing stuff aside. And it sounds like you would guess that they're close to where Mick is. At this point, you hold out your hand. You can see their fingers maybe, but beyond that, you really kind of lost sight of him. You hear movement around where you think Mick is, and then you hear little voices, and it's just a little gobber. Look at him. And you hear some laughing. It's just one. I wonder what he wants. I better bring him in. And then you hear sounds moving away. It sounds like they're moving, dragging something.
Goodbye, guys. I'm gonna get killed by
Well-
gnomes.
He's gone. Oh well.
I don't know how to follow him.
Well, I guess we'll just try to move in the direction of the dragging. I mean, you can't. It's not like you can be quiet when you're dragging a.
No, it's
an
fairly
unconscious
audible.
gobber.
So both of you roll me tracking
Oh my
and
God.
roll me